Hello everyone, welcome to my program. My name is Dr. Lee. I come from Bukit Mertajam and now I'm in Johor, in a town called Kluang. Not Johor Bahru but Kluang. So welcome everyone. We are now at lesson 36. So we are 4 lessons away before I close the curtain because I'm actually uploading this book, my second book, which I published in English and Bahasa Melayu, Dwi Bahasa. This is the second book. And this book has a total of 40 lessons, 40. So we are at lesson 36, first video. You can see one over here means the first video. We have another 4 lessons to go before I finish the whole book. My first book, level 1, has 38 chapters, and this second book has 40 chapters or 40 lessons if you like. So my book 3 now is halfway through in the process, and I can't promise when it will be ready because I hardly have time to do. Anyway, what I can say is there are 38 lessons or chapters in this book. All these 38 topics for grammar you can find in this book as well. So there are 40, that means I add 2. These 40 lessons will be, you can see in book 3. Book 3, I planned 42 lessons or chapters. So in book 3, you can see 42 lessons, but all 40 lessons from this book will be in book 3, plus 2, 42. In my book 4, all 42 lessons will be in book 4. I can't see 100 chapters for grammar, because this book is totally grammar. What I can say is that most likely, I would say it can't be more than 55 lessons. I'm quite sure of that. So actually, if you look at my level 1, 38 chapters or lessons is rather complete. Quite complete, I would say. Alright, so this has 40. So I can tell you, second book is already quite complete. Alright, so second book is more difficult than the first book. That is what I want to tell you, the difference. So some people ask me, what is the difference between your level 1 and level 2? So I explain. Level 1 is the first book, 38 lessons. Level 2 is more difficult than level 1. Level 3 is more difficult than level 2. Book 4 is more difficult. I won't say level, I use the word book. So book 2 is more difficult than book 1. Book 3 is more difficult than book 2. Book 4 is more difficult than book 3. Book 5 is more difficult than book 4, that's all. That means the standard goes higher and higher and higher. The questions become more and more challenging, that's all. But what you need to know are the same. What you need to learn are the same. That means what you learn in book 1 will be what you learn in book 2. And what you learn in book 3 will be the same as book 2 and book 1. Why? The reason is, if you are in primary 4, what you learn, you will also learn in form 5. You see what I mean? Now from year 4, primary 4, you have to learn like am, is, are, was, were, has, have, had, or shall, should, will, would, can, could, may, might. You have to learn that year 4. Don't tell me when you go to form 1, oh, I have learned this in year 4, year 5, 6, year 6, so I don't need to learn. Is there such a thing? I don't think so. Even if you were in form 5 or are in form 5 and you have to learn grammar, you still have to learn and use am, is, are, was, were, what you learn in year 4. The only difference is that the questions become harder and harder. So it doesn't matter whether you are in year 4, Form 4, university 4th year. You are working 4th year. You have 4 children or you have been married for 4 years. Your child is 4 years old. You still have to know Example, positive and negative sentences. You have to know adjectives and adverbs. You have to know punctuation. There's no such thing as say, oh, I'm working now. I have learned am is are. I have learned can, could, shall, should. I have learned must, so I don't have to use that anymore because I already know. That is not true. That is not true at all. Because you have to use it in your work. All this am is are you have to use in your work. There's no such thing as I have learned before, therefore I don't have to learn. You still have to. Even if you work in Form 5 or are in Form 5, you have to learn. It's called concord or agreement. You still have to learn. Okay? So let us go to the whiteboard over here. Positive and negative sentences. Lesson 36, exercise 1, video 1. So positive verbs, negative verbs. Positive verbs are verbs that say yes, that we agree, that we admit. But negative words are verbs that say no, disagree, deny, or untrue. So you use not, but here is true, untrue. Admit, deny, agree, disagree, that's all. By adding the word not. Okay? So am becomes am not, is becomes is not, are becomes are not, was becomes was not, were becomes were not, can becomes cannot, could becomes could not, shall becomes shall not, should becomes should not, will becomes will not, would becomes would not. Over here, number 12. Must becomes must not, may becomes may not, might becomes might not, has becomes has not, have becomes have not, had becomes had not. I have finished. So it's like this. Actually, I can write, exercise 1 and 2, and I just, in one go. But I saw in the comment of my YouTube, the ones was written in Mandarin, you see. It says that, cannot see clearly. The words cannot see clearly. Then only I thought to myself, yes. Many people did not buy my books or have not bought my books. It slipped my mind because I was thinking of those who have my book, who bought my book, but then they are unable to do or they don't understand. Although there are answers behind, still, when sometimes you get it wrong and then you would like to know why. So I was thinking, actually I was only thinking of those people who bought my books. So I just want to, make sure that they do the exercises and they know. That is why I upload videos upon videos upon videos of every single question, every single lesson, every single page. The main reason was or is to ensure that students who have bought my book actually do the exercises. And I'm here to assist them by explaining to them, by giving them motivation. They can actually see me, every lesson, every page. As they do, they can always refer to the video. So this I did not, I failed to realize that there are so many people who did not buy my books. So that would mean to say they would have to really look at every word written here, listen and watch the video, just depending on the videos. So after this person put in the comment, I decided that I would be a bit slow. I will go slower. I will make the writing bigger so that, it's clearer. So I'm very sorry, if you have to, I'll go through this situation whereby you just have to watch, but then you can't see properly, and then you don't have the book. See, because at that time, I only thought of those who have bought my book. I didn't realize that there are many people who did not buy my books, but they are watching as well. So I'm very sorry about that, truly. So that's why I've decided that I will go very slow, but then at least I can ensure those people who don't have my book can at least see the words clearly, can listen when I explain and learn at the same time. Okay, so you will see me, uploading more videos because I can't write everything in, I can't write 2 exercises, in one go. So now I'm, going step by step. A bit slow, but it's okay. I think maybe it's more effective. So I have actually finished this. So I'm talking so much. One reason is because the chapter is very, very short, and I need to to fill up some time. I have a target of how many minutes I would like to conduct my class. So remember to give me a like, share, and subscribe. Okay, and then as usual, my announcement. So if you want to buy my book, whether it is book 1 or book 2 or both, just WhatsApp to me. Okay, and I'll arrange the books to be sent to you. And for your information, book 2, I have 1 last copy left. Only 1 left. So if you want to buy, WhatsApp to me. Of course, after this book 1, I still have, but still have. But this no more. Last one. Only 1 copy left. But of course, I will still order. Only thing is, usually when I order, it takes at least 2 weeks. I wouldn't say it's 2 weeks, but at least 2 weeks, depending on the printing company, whether they can do it within 2 weeks or more than that. It depends on them. Sometimes they are so tied up, you see, they have a lot. If they are busy, they have business, a lot of orders, then maybe we have to wait for, we have to wait for maybe 3 to 4 weeks. So 1 last copy if you are interested. If you want to learn speaking, go to my TikTok, Instagram, okay? And before I came to Johor, I was actually serving. I was teaching in Sabah. At first, I was in Kota Kinabalu, the capital of Sabah. They call it Api-Api. And then after that, I went to Sandakan. Sandakan actually is the old capital of Sabah. It's quite a big town and developing. Of course, Kota Kinabalu is big and very fast development is going on. But Sandakan is also growing. And of course, now I'm in Johor. So if you are anywhere not in Johor or outside Kluang, and you have enough people who would like me to go there to your place to teach, I'm okay. That means I can accept. Of course, the number of students must be there. They must have enough. You must have enough people. And of course, you have to pay fees, so including any part of Malaysia, including Sabah, Sarawak, I'm okay. I can, actually go there and conduct classes. Face-to-face physical classes, whatever you want to learn. I know you are learning English with someone, or in your town, in any tuition centers or anything like that. I know you are doing that for students especially, but I'm there not to teach every day. I'm there just to conduct classes that you are weak in. Because in language, we can't be good in everything. There are certain areas we are not good, so that is where I come in. So whichever area like writing essays or speaking or business English that you would like to focus on, that you would like to improve, because the rest you are okay. So if you have enough people, I don't mind going there to teach you physical classes. But if you have only a few people and yourself, you want to learn certain parts of the language, of the English language, like for example, you want to learn speaking, or you would like to learn IELTS or MUET or SPM or writing essays, or just improving yourself generally, you can also contact me. Okay, that because the number is small and maybe it's just an individual yourself, then I can teach you online. Okay, I do conduct online classes, and I always use Zoom to do my online classes. So I'm sure you know how to use Zoom as well. All you have to do is to press the link. Just have to tap on the link. Okay, so that's all from me actually. There's nothing much to say or to teach because I have actually, gone through everything. In fact, lesson 2 would be the same, maybe lesson 3 you can see a bit more, but lesson 2 definitely is not that much. But there are 17. If I put 34 here, the same thing will happen. The writing will have to be very small, and maybe it doesn't have much effect, on those who want to learn and yet they don't have a book, So it's rather difficult if I put all the words very small and all squeezed in, in the same area. So like this, a bit slow, but then okay. All right. So remember, once again, give me a share, like, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.